recording. Yay, it's working. We're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, guys, it's 8:30 Central. We're gonna get going so we don't waste any bit of time. We've got a good amount of people on the call, so I appreciate you for recording This Is Us and all the things. I know it's a big ABC, NBC family TV night, and that was a big concern for some folks. And then also, we don't do Tuesday calls. That's normally not a thing for us. We always have our schedules planned for Monday. And I appreciate that so much that y'all have cleared your schedules on Monday and you've joined Rachel and I Monday after Monday after Monday to lock arms and to learn together. But for us to have a last minute reschedule, I'm not even going to lie and say, oh, we did it because it was just 1st of October. It just happened to work out that way. I had a really bad day yesterday and I just felt like dog do, honestly. And Rachel was traveling back home after an 8-hour drive, and like she hadn't been home in a month, and we were like barely could write our names. It was not a good teaching moment. And then we found out what was going on with corporate today, and it was like, oh, okay, God, you're really cool to design that and make that really awesome. That was all going to line up, and we appreciate the rest. Hallelujah. Okay, so today corporate launched a lot of really amazing things that we could not have asked for a better thing. This is not just if you've been around for a hot minute in Plexus, you've seen we do a lot of corporate specials. They have been doing that. That's a new thing, and we talked to you about that a few weeks ago, how that wasn't a thing. Simply just a year ago, it was not a thing. But they've really heard the voices from the field, which is really exciting about what we want to see. We like to see things like, do this, get this, right? That makes us feel good. If you do this, you get this. If you perform this way, here's your tangible prize. A lot of people work for those things. That's just the way kind of we all function. I hate to say that a carrot makes you jump higher, but it does when you put something sparkly in front of the eye. And the overly answered prize nonstop when they ask us in the field, what do people want? What's going on? Everybody responds to money. They really do. People want money because you could turn around and buy your own Ray-Bans, or you could turn around and pay your mortgage or child's daycare, or you could turn around and put it in the Christmas bank account, or you could take a family vacation, or whatever that might be. It could be as simple as you're like, I'm getting my hair and nails done. Money speaks volumes to people. And so we were really excited that this corporate special was revolved around money, because in this time of the year, this season, October, November, December, it becomes a really expensive month if you've got kids or if you don't have kids, or if you have a social life or not really a social life. There's more times you have to bring a potluck to a gathering. There's more times you're doing Secret Santas. There's more times you're doing Halloween candy, costumes, events, school parties, and that $20 to $40 a week for an average family, if you even just have one kid, 2, 3, whatever, that adds up big time. And that's an extra expense in a family. So think about that when you're making your own personal goals. What does the month of October and November and December look like for you? Because each and every one of us is going to be different depending on how many people are in your home, the things that you've got going on, your personal lifestyle, the debt you're coming from, the money that's coming in the front door, going out the back door kind of thing. What does that look like for you and your family? And maybe you've got 3 birthdays in 1 month plus a holiday or whatever that might be, and you might already feel strapped. So before we start getting in talking about kind of some goals, and I want some people to share, I'm going to go through and give you every single thing that the month of October means for us. I've gotten everything written out because I know that it can be overwhelming. We're like, what's going on here and what's going on here and what's going on here? These are the meat and potatoes that we can all function on, okay? So this is coming straight from Chris Pike, who works for corporate. I took all of his notes and nuggets that he's been communicating over to the Diamond page today and put them nice and pretty together. And I can send this message as well, but if you're a note taker, you're one who likes it in your calendar, you like to write it because it makes it still stick better for you, I'm going to give you kind of a quick synopsis, I guess we could say. For every 3 ambassadors that we personally sign, that's level 1s, only level 1s on one account, okay, that join with a welcome pack. I'll say that again, 3 level 1s that join with a welcome pack. Can be a 99 pack, can be a 199 pack. That's going to qualify you, that person, for $150 cash. And that's going to get paid out on your weekly commissions. When do those come? Fridays. So if that's kind of you're like, when would I get paid? That would go on your weekly commission check. So let's say you earn 6. That's a big question that the field has been asking. Can I get 2 150s? Yes, you can. Let's say you earn 9. Can I get 3 150s? Yes, you can. If I sign 12 level 1s, can I get 4 $150? Yes, you can. Got word today from corporate, there is no cap. Whoa. So you're telling me you want to set really big goals and say, you know what, I'm going to do something I've never done. I'm signing, flipping 21 people this month because we need the money. That's 150, 150, 150, 150, 150. You keep the 150 going. That's amazing. That comes on your weekly commission check. Do we all know when that one comes? Weekly commission check. So we can help guide everybody who asks. And it's every 3. Think of me plus 3. I'm going to go get 3. Boom, got my money. Go get 3 more. Boom, got my money. Go get 3 more. Boom, got my money. So let's just say, example, this week, life throws you a curveball and all of a sudden you had a tire go out on your car. Girlfriends, sit down and hustle for 3 people. You're going to $150 next Friday on your check. Let's say, heaven forbid, it's I know at the school that I work at, there's fall pictures coming up in October. You've got 3 kids in the district. That's 3 sets of fall pictures. Maybe you need $300 because you're going to send everybody a magnet and a mug and a t-shirt with the kid's face on it. I don't know. Okay, go get another one. Go get another 3. That's $150 right there. Go get another 3. That's $150. There is no cap. So I want you to think about your personal life and what that looks like for you. Let's say you're budgeting $150 for each one of your kids for Christmas. You're like, that's it. This year we're doing it on a budget. Each kiddo's getting $150 spent on them. Go sign 9 people. Boom, you've taken care of Christmas, and it totally took that stress off you and your spouse, or you as a single mom, or whatever that might be. Okay, so here we are, end of October. Woo! Just in 4 weeks from now. The ambassador, okay, it can earn an extra $200 cash. This is on top of all that other money we talked about for every 6 you enroll. So let's look at this real quick. All right, Jill, you're saying I signed 3 people, I get $150. I go sign another 3 people, I get $150. 150 plus 150 plus 300. You sign 6 people. For every 6 people at the end of October, corporate's going to give you $200. So you're telling me I get 150, 150, and then 200. So I'm getting 300 and 200. I'm getting $500 for signing 6 people. And that does not include your BBBs. That does not include the commissions that's going to come. That does not include the points that are going to come from 199 welcome packs. And if you don't know what I mean when I say that, we get points off of 199 welcome packs. When somebody joins you with a 199 welcome pack, you get 5 pay points off them. Every pay point is about $3. 3 times 5 is 15. That's an extra 15 bucks headed in your door because you signed somebody with a $199 welcome pack. Guys, there is massive potential to amp up your paycheck by an extra $1,000 this month if you set your mind to it, like easily $1,000. So let's say you signed 12 people. That's your big goal, 12 people. Are you ready? 150, 150, 150, 150, 300, 600. Whoa. So I got 6 and 6. So I get 200 more and 200 more? Yeah, you do. That's some serious cash. Serious cash. That's 300 and 300. Let's do our math here. 900 plus another 400, 10, 11, 12, 13. Am I doing that one right? 13 extra $100 just based off bonuses because you went above and beyond and did something you've never done before and signed 12 level 1s. Some of you have signed 12 level 1s before and you've done it more than once and you've done it more than twice and you've also done it more than 4 or 5 times. So why couldn't you do it if an extra $1,300 is up for grabs? I don't know about for you, but I know what $1,300 could do for me. And it could pay for our infertility meds that run about every 2 weeks that we spend on right now. Yeah, So that's some serious cash. It could be Christmas for you. It could be the car note plus the rent. It could be the savings account. It could be the college debt. I don't know. That is a lot of money, guys. That's huge. So think about that for you. All right, so here we are on top of all the money. What corporate is going to do to help you get people signed? There is a discounted price on welcome packs. I want to make sure we all understand this because some of you have not seen this before. There is a promo code for a $99 welcome pack and then a different promo code for a $199 welcome pack. So make sure you got your hands on those. They're saved into the notes of your phone. We can get those for you. $10 off 99 packs. $20 off $199 packs. So I always say to people I'm talking to, kind of tax, title, license out the door kind of thing, here's roughly what it will be. Now I'm saving you $10. Tax, title, license out the door for your $199. Here's what it'll be. Now I'm also going to save you $20. I like to show them what it would be and then show them what it is with that discount. People like to see that difference. People like to see, oh, wow, that did drop and go on. So keep that in mind for you. All right. Something else that's super huge, and if you've been in Plexus and have ranked up before, this affects you, okay? If you have had a struggle season, if you've had a struggle few months, a year, whatever, they are doing a re-rank bonus that's going to run from October the 1st, yesterday, all the way to December 31st. So think about this. You've got October, November, December. You've got 3 months to do this. You're like, that's a long time, Jill. Why would they do that? Because when you're building a team, it takes a minute to reap those benefits. 1 month you kind of build, the next month you get a little bit more from them, then they're going to repeat and reorder, and it takes a little bit of time to accumulate those points and commissions to earn a team, okay? So let's say you were a silver ambassador in August. You ranked silver in August. Hallelujah. Yippee. You got your 3. And then in September, you didn't hit the rank of silver. Now, you're still silver. Plexus is never going to take away your title and say, shame on you. But you didn't get paid as a silver because you didn't perform as a silver. Does that make sense? So let's say in September, you had your 3 people. All of them were commission qualified. Or excuse me, August. But in September last month, only 2 people got commission qualified. So you really weren't making the pay of a silver ambassador. So you need to work your way to make a re-rank silver. It doesn't matter how low the rank is, goes all the way down to silver, okay, or how high the rank is. You're not capped at ruby or emerald or diamond or whatever. This is for everybody. So the biggest question I have seen so far is, how does this work if I've lost 2 ranks? So let's just say somebody's ruby, right? But they fell back and they've only been getting paid as like a gold ambassador right now. That they fell back from ruby and they also fell back from senior gold. They will get their re-rank bonus every time they hit the next rank up. So let's say here we are in October and you re-rank to gold and you have fallen from ruby, but you hit gold again right now in October. You're going to get that gold re-rank bonus. Then you turn around in November and you hit senior gold again. They're going to give you that as well. Then you turn around and you finally get your ruby right back in December. You've got 3 re-rank bonuses coming back for you. So you're not capped on that. So I know what I see a lot in the team is people hit gold and then they fall back. That happens a lot. I've kind of named it ourselves the gold curse. I hate it, but it's so true. You like get to gold and then you're like, okay, I can breathe. And then you're like, okay, sounds good. And then you're like, what happened? I only have like 75 points. I had like 100 last month. It happens. It totally happens. You're learning that people fall off and you've got to have some cushion and, oh my gosh, I'm going to learn some follow-up. There's some big learning curves that happened around that level. So let's say you did fall back and you're at 75 points. And September, you didn't make that rank like you did in August when you were so excited and you were doing it. Girlfriend, you get the opportunity to re-rank and get that bonus again. So not only is Plexus going to give you all of this cash for 150, 150, 150 for every 3, and then 200, 200, 200 for every 6, they're going to give you an opportunity to re-rank and get yourself situated, and they've given you 3 months to re-rank. You can either take the whole 3 months to work on one re-rank, Or you're somebody who's like, oh, I'm going balls to the wall and I'm going to hit back 2 re-ranks and watch me do it in 90 days. You can go earn that cash back as well. So I know that this is super confusing. Once you see it out on paper and see it all broken down, it will make sense. Some people, this will not apply to you because you haven't been in Plexus long enough or you've never lost a rank. Hallelujah, you go, girl. That's amazing. But this gives people the opportunity who have fallen back to, kind of something to work a little bit for and rebuild a new team, a new structure. So that's really exciting. I'm really, really excited about that re-rank bonus. I know it's going to help a lot of people, and it's a perfect time of the year for that to happen this holiday season. Another thing I want to talk to you about, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And for some of you that probably don't know this, I'm going to give you a little Plexus history. Plexus actually started as a breast check company. That's how we started. It's very near and dear to Plexus's heart. Every year we usually do a breast awareness kind of month. We also have usually like a fun run that happens around Leaders Retreat that they've done for a few years. I also have some really cool shirts that are pink with Plexus and have the breast cancer awareness sign on, a lot of stuff. They give a lot of money to the organizations and the research, and they always run a promo on our breast check kits. It's not a product that Plexus is ever going to get rid of because that's what started our company. So you may think, what? Nobody's going to buy that from me. Never know, offer it to somebody. So it's really cool. So what they're doing is a check-in give back from October the 1st to October the 31st, the whole month of October. For every purchase of a breast check kit, Plexus will donate one kit to someone in need through our partnerships. So that's really cool that they're going to donate for every buy. What's something else that is still continuing to go on right now, and I know that we don't talk about it enough, so just kind of wanted to get us a call where we're all on the same page and have this recorded. Fast Start, that is still something that runs in Plexus. And if you have somebody who's joining Plexus and wants to get started quickly, those Fast Start bonuses are there. You can earn up to an extra $600 in your first 90 days in Plexus when you come in or your ambassador comes in guns blazing. Another rank that still is in our comp plan, not in our comp plan, excuse me, is kind of like a tentative comp plan until the 31st of December, is Super Silver, where you earn an extra one-time achievement bonus for earning 50 points. So there is something between silver and gold that is still very there, very moving, and you still get that money. So if you haven't earned 50 points yet in your organization, let's chat about that. That's super huge. Push for that 50 points and you're going to get an extra $150. So that's a big, big, big deal. Let me just make sure we don't have any questions over here. Forward to the chat. Thanks. 15 points away from Super Silver. Woohoo. And that bonus, JC, yes, is $150. Again, we're at fault for not talking about it as much. This is a newer thing in Plexus this year. I guess I could say Rachel and I weren't raised on it. We didn't raise our businesses on it. This wasn't a thing. So I think we easily overlook it because it didn't exist when we were silvers and super silvers and golds. But it is something, and it's amazing, and it's extra money. And if that's something that you're shooting for, let's see, Super Silver within 90 days or the first time you reach 50 points in your organization. So the first time you get there, boom, that's a rank, and we're going to celebrate that, and we're going to shout you out and say, holler, $150 cash. New products right now for Australia. If you have people in Australia, I would totally go check out our ambassador community page because there are new products called Vital Cleanse and ProBio Fit. And you may be like, what? Why do they get those and we don't? Australia has completely different types of ingredients that can go in their country, and they've been kind of chinched. They haven't had the great triplex combo like we have had for years. So they finally were able to regulate some products to get to go to their country, and they do have Vital Cleanse and ProBio Fit, which are very similar to our triplex combo. So if you have people in Australia, they now can get gut health and build an amazing business surrounded around it. And you might think like, that doesn't apply to me. Maybe it doesn't today, but it might next week. You never know who you'll meet. You never know who's going to be a connector to somebody. So that's really exciting. And those are only available for purchase in the Australian market. New products for the US and Canada. What we've got right now, 2 new lean flavors launched last week. Lean vegan, this is the biggest question I've been asked about vegan, is here to stay. It's not seasonal, it's not temporary. We now have vegetarian and we now have vegan. This is a huge market to hit with people. I've noticed not necessarily down south, we don't have as many, but there's a big market for some folks up north who are vegan and vegetarian. I almost couldn't even say the word. So some of you may live there. Some of you might have lived there. Some of you may know some people there, have some family there. I have a customer who is the only reason she's a customer is because she buys mocha chocolate, 1 bag every month of our vegetarian protein powder. It's all she wants. It's all she loves. It's the only thing that fits her vegetarian lifestyle, and that's what keeps her happy. So you better believe I will take the 20-something PV from that purchase, and so glad that she's happy and that she raves about that. Do not underestimate the person who purchases one thing from you as a customer. If they are only purchasing that one thing, it is not smart to have them as an ambassador because you will not get paid for them. Pumpkin spice, lean whey will be the reason that somebody says yes to you with Plexus, but it will only be the reason they say yes to you with Plexus if you advertise it and you talk about how excited you are for it. A lot of our bags right now are in transit, so we don't have them in our hands. I don't have my big bag in my hands, but the second it does, I'm going to be holding it, taking pictures with it, putting it in my stories, making pumpkin lattes, making pumpkin protein muffins, and talking about it like crazy, because that will be the reason somebody says yes. It's kind of the gateway, right? They purchase as a customer, spend just a little bit of money and say, ooh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of exciting. What else they got going on? It is our first seasonal flavor, meaning there will be more to come. It's our first seasonal flavor. So we're going to run this one in fall. I probably expect pumpkin protein is going to last us maybe through Thanksgiving. I don't know a date on it. I don't know an end date, but I have been told that our inventory right now looks pretty good. We're going to produce as much as we've got coming in. We're going to keep it going until the season is over, and it's our first seasonal flavor. I don't know what they're counting the season as. If you ask Jill Renfro, pumpkin goes all the way till January, but I don't know what they count their season life is. I've had a lot of speculation, a lot of rumor. People say like, oh, Christmas cookie, oh, peppermint mocha, oh, gingerbread, oh, eggnog. They could totally do anything. So that's really exciting that when we chat in those jewel pages and diamond pages, they're very open to a lot of that and saying, what do y'all think? What sounds good? What is the market like? So that's really exciting that they're opening to that. And then that makes me even more excited for spring and summer to think, what are we going to do? Is there going to be like a fruity something? It's gonna be like a strawberry banana. Like what could that possibly be for us? Pina colada? Like, I don't know. But for them to say over and over again to us, our first, in capital letters, seasonal flavor. And that's exciting. Because people like things that come and go. I think that's why I like pumpkin season so much. It gives me something to look forward to, and then it leaves and it gives me time to miss it, and then it comes back. That's why we look forward to a vacation. It's why we look forward to a holiday. It's just exciting. So run with that excitement that corporate is doing. Because it's up to you. It's either going to build your business or it's not, and you get to decide that. So also right now that's new that some of you may have missed, let me get a sip of water real quick, is we have expedited shipping. I don't know if you saw that or not, but it is available for 5 to 7 business days. Shipping runs about $5.50 to about $9.99 depending on where you're at and what you bought. For ground shipping, that's 3 to 5 business days, about $6 to $12, depending on what you got and where you live, because tax and shipping and all the things run different for different states. We now have 2-day air shipping, and here's the deal. Some people will pay that. So my dad's a diabetic, and he never, ever, 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 ever in almost 5 years has gone a day without Slim. Well, I take that back. He did go about 3 days without Slim when he lived in California, and he was in such dire need. I overnighted him a bag of Slim, and he said, I'll pay whatever it is to cost you. He paid like $50 to overnight this Slim for me to get it to him, and said, I don't care how much, because it changes his life that much. It makes such a difference. So for some people, you'll be surprised. They will be like, I can't go a day without. This is what I want. And so don't be shocked by that price for somebody of what they do. When they're ready, they're ready. And then the next day shipping, It's $25 to $49 depending on where you live, where you are, what's going on. And I'm not going to lie to you, myself and Kelsey Bond would pay $25 to get BioCleanse to us overnight because our life before Pooping Normal was hell. And I can't tell you how many times Kelsey and I have driven across town with like no bra on and done a drug deal with BioCleanse because it has to happen. So I'm so glad that $25 is an option for me now to get it overnight because I would totally pay that. So that's a very exciting thing we have going on. That's a lot of things going on, yes, but it's very exciting. And it's all up to us to how we're going to work it and do it. Marissa doesn't know this, but Rachel actually sent me her calendar today to just brag on her and say like, oh my gosh, look what she's doing. So amazing. And so I don't know if Marissa would like to, but Marissa, I would like for you to share a little bit about your calendar and what October kind of means to you and what you're going to do and how you're going to work this because you've already got a vision. So if you would mind, would you unmute yourself and kind of chat for me?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I had sent this to another group of girls, but basically when I went to the training in San Antonio, Emily Roberts and Hannah, I don't want to butcher her last name.
Kern.
Yes. So they said a really good idea is to print out a calendar and just go to Google, search a calendar, print it out. And they said like the day before the new month, you just fill it in, with the names of who you're going to send messages to every day. And I was like, that is genius. That's perfect. I can do that. Because for the longest time, I was not able to keep track of who I sent messages to. And I was really stressed coming home, like, who am I going to send them to? Who am I going to follow up with? So what I did is on Sunday, I printed out an October calendar. I went through my friends list on my phone and I started with A. And even if they were follow-ups or ambassadors or whatever, I just wrote 5 people per day, Monday through Friday. And Saturdays are going to be, I didn't write any names because they're going to be my follow-ups for the weeks prior. And let's see what else. So yeah, and I mean, I'll probably send out more messages than the 5 just from people that I'm constantly talking with. But that has helped me so much. Starting Monday, I'm getting up at 5:15 and I'm knocking out the messages in the morning, so I don't have to come home and be stressed about who I'm going to send messages to. I know I got my 5 in. And for follow-ups that day, I'll just do as I need to. So it definitely is helping me so far. So
I love that. And, we are a numbers game, and I think we get very overwhelmed and lost by that to think like, oh, I should be doing a certain amount. But guys, even if let's just look at the grand scheme of things. There's 30-ish days in a month. Let's take out Saturday and Sunday. Okay, we've got 5 days in a week, and there's 4 weeks. You've got about 20 days because we all need a day of Sabbath. We all need a day to do birthday parties and festivals and whatever we're doing, right? So let's say 20 active days in the month. Let's just say you talk to one person a day on those 20 days. Some of you are like, one person a day, and like, well, that ain't even worth it. But let's look at it. That'd be 20 new people in a month that you chatted to that I probably could lay $100 bill down on that you didn't do last month, or that you didn't do in July, or that you didn't do in May, or whatever that may be. So consistent effort of, what? Some people are like, wow, it's just my bare minimum or whatever. Do the best that you can do. And right now, 1 a day, maybe that is your best. But then look at the overall. Okay, that's 20 people in a month. So you might think, let's look at that with comparison to weight loss. If I lost 1 pound a week, I'm kind of excited. That's about almost 4 to 5 pounds a month. I'd be happy about that. That'd be exciting. But what we all do is we get so wrapped up in the amount, and we're thinking and we're comparing of what it's not, or I should be doing 15 in a day. I can do 15 in a day, and you do that the first day, and you do that in the second day, and then the third day you're like, I'm so tired, I'm so behind, and you're like, I'll catch up tomorrow. And then you say the same thing the next day. Well, now you're behind by 60, and now you're just pissed off at yourself, and you just say, well, then I'm just not even going to do it. Never mind. So think about, even if you started with 1 a day, just for Monday through Friday, and heaven forbid, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was awful, and you didn't do anything, you can easily get caught up with 3 and still feel very proud of yourself that you're like, I average one new person a day. And that's better than what I did last month. And that makes me really excited that I'm moving forward. I think we forget about those victories. What's going to move you forward? And forward right now might be 20 new conversations compared to what you have not done in the past month of your life. So don't underestimate that. And I love that Marissa took that advice, that tangible tool, wrote it down and said, now I've got something to look at. It feels good to cross out. I'm a list maker. It feels really good to cross out when you're a list maker. And there's something about that accomplishment. You're like, okay, that feels good. I can do that again. Okay, I want that feeling again tomorrow. Or I want that feeling again right now in 5 minutes because I want to do it again and get ahead. That's what I feel like when I start writing things down and looking at that. So I'm definitely going to get more organized with myself. And I love that Marissa shared that today because it helped motivate me to say, I like that. They're in front of my face, not on this like big desktop calendar, not on my phone, not in a spreadsheet, not anything crazy, but just a simple printed out cutesy calendar that was free on Google, and I can fold up and put in my purse, and I can write on with a pen, and I can scratch out and mark with a highlighter, and who cares what it looks like? I think we get overwhelmed in how it's presented, what it should be like, and then we get really lost in the comparison of, well, I did 20 yesterday, so today 2's not enough, and that's not the way that it should be. So let's start small, right? 1, and work your way up if you choose instead of starting huge and then dwindling yourself down to nothing. I feel like that's where we really, really fail. I was talking to Lee the other day about working out, of like how I was trying to find a new schedule and struggling. And I was like, saying something, or maybe it was Lee, I can't even remember. But I was like, where I used to fall short was like, I'm like, all right, I'm going to work out Monday through Friday this week. This is what I'm going to do. Well, then you feel so mad at yourself that you didn't make it happen. What's better is to say, I'm going to do 2 days this week, 2. And then when I did 4, I was like freaking excited for myself. I was like, I went above my goal. So go make that and say, this is the work that I'm going to do. I'm not going to say make your goal smaller. That's not it. I'm saying let's just go in with our work, get our feet wet, and work our way up from there. So it's 9 o'clock. I definitely want to value our time tonight. But if anybody has any questions or concerns or about the incentives or promos, totally now's your time to ask if you want to clear some things up, or if you have something you're excited about, or if you just want to shout out your goal right now for accountability. Absolutely. The floor is yours. The mic is yours.
Hey friends. So I want to let y'all know about accountability. Today, Plexus did a training, and if you did not watch it and you have been here for a long time and you feel like you have kind of gone all over the place, y'all need to go watch that training by Whitney Moore. It was amazing, and she referenced a leak in a bathtub and about if you're not building and being consistent about 90-day IPA. She made an example of 90-day IPA and that someone did it for 90 days. And the first 30 days that you do IPA consistently, you're planting seeds and you're not going to harvest anything, but maybe a couple of things. So, but if you keep going in that next 60 days, you're going to start getting more ambassadors and customers. And then when you get to that 90 days, she said she signed like 8 ambassadors, got 3 level 2s, level 3s, and like her PV skyrocketed and people came back to Plexus. So she was saying that, daily consistent action builds momentum. And if you're not being held accountable, or if you're not in groups being accountable and doing IPA every single day and involved in a group doing that, checking in on each other, then you're going to get tired in that first 30 days and you're going to quit, and you'll never get to that next 60 or 90 days where the fruit happens from your labor. So I wanted to let y'all know that last month I started, I think it was towards the end of the month, an accountability group. And literally we are checking in with each other every single day and celebrating a win, whether you struggled or not. So I open that up to everybody, and I want y'all to know that I'm going to make a post tomorrow and let anybody in on it, because we all need accountability. And if we want to get to those next ranks and those next things that you're working for and your goals, surrounding yourself with people who are the movers and the doers is what's going to keep you going when you feel like you're stuck and not wanting to stop. So I just thought I would let you know that call was like really amazing to go back and watch. And
I
come
love
join
that.
us in
Yeah.
that chat.
Yeah. Share that. Totally send that link, or you said it was on the ambassador community page.
No, well, it was, so I posted about the Train Me text message thing. I don't know if y'all
Train
saw
Me.
that, but that Train Me thing. And so they literally send stuff, and I think they post it in the ambassador community page, but I watched it live. So I don't know how to go back and get it, but maybe I'll try to find it. But that is an awesome call, especially for somebody if you've been around for a while. The leaky bathtub is like what happens a lot, and I don't think it's ever been trained like that, and made it totally more understandable. If you got more people leaving out the back door, because it's a fact, people will quit. I mean, you're not going to keep everybody 100% on Plexus all the time. So you've got to keep people coming in the front door, because there's always going to be a slow leak in your bathtub.
Absolutely. I love that analogy.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that makes amazing sense. And think about if we relate that over to, our house lives, our health lives, everything like that. It's the simple, daily, consistent effort of drinking your green smoothie and drinking your water intake and walking around the neighborhood that adds up to be a pound loss or adds up to make you feel better. It's the coming home every single day and doing the little things. I know it's something that it's very instilled in me. I don't ever have a day that I clean the house. I don't have that day. My house is very well put together and organized. Every day there's little things. After every meal, I wash the dishes and put them away because it only takes 5 minutes. And it's that little consistent effort. So I'm not having to spend this whole entire day. So that little consistent effort of one ambassador talking to 2 people, 3 new follow-ups, instead of sitting down for an entire day going, that's it, today I'm going to talk to 100 people because I have got to do my Plexus work because you haven't done it in 20 days. And that gets exhausting. And I've been there and I've done that in my business, and it makes me not want to do that. I'm like, oh, it makes you dread that day. I used to hate it. I used to only do follow-ups once a week, and I thought I hated that day. I was like, I hate follow-ups because I didn't want to hear what the negative comments were, like, well, I'm not pooping. Well, I didn't want to do this. And I learned to hate that. So I stopped doing just a follow-up day. And then now just talking to people sprinkled throughout. I can handle a negative one here or there, but then when it's a whole day, even though 5 people said how awesome it was, those 5 other comments of the no's or the negatives or the nots, those wear you down. So think about that in your small, consistent efforts of the day. It really adds up to make a huge, huge difference in your overall week and in your business. Anybody else want to share something or have a question? No.
Just saying, I 100% agree. And just from doing Plexus for 4-ish years, I used to be the person that was like, I'm going to reach out to 25 a day. By the Friday, I was like so burnt out and just stopped. So I agree. I just kudos to like amen to everything.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Anybody else? No.
Oh, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm totally going for 12 new ambassadors.
There you go.
I'm going to go bigger, go home.
12.
I need that $1,300 cash. 12. I've done it before.
Every single one of us can do 3. If you're committed to 3 to earn $150, where's your hands? Okay. If you're not committed to 3, then I don't know what the hell you're doing on this call, girlfriend. Okay. That was my nice way of saying, I don't know how to say that any other nice way. Like, what you even doing here? We can all do 3. We can. We absolutely can. Okay. And some of you are going to have a goal for 6. And some of you are going to have a goal for a 9, but everybody's base goal should be 3. There's no reason that we can't. Do not waste the 31 days that Plexus gives you, and hallelujah, October gives you 31 days. We're already the 2nd. We're down to 28. And I promise you the 30th and the 31st, good luck. Everybody's got on their costumes and going to trick or treat, and you will not get a hold of any mother, and you probably are going to be very occupied that day as well. So those are 2 down days that you don't have as well. Go ahead and look at October birthdays. I don't know why, but this is like a huge birthday month for everybody. October is always a big birthday month. Go ahead and look at those. Which ones are you out the door? Okay, 4 other days. You know it's not going to happen for you. Your month has already gone down to about 21 days or so when you look at everything. When's the Fall Fest? When's this? Fill in that calendar that Marissa told us to go and to print. Fill it in with everything and look at your day. Be realistic. Your 31 days, like I said, could already be down to 21. It could, if you're going to leaders retreat, boom, you're down another 4. Yay, you're going. I'm so excited for you. But let's be honest, do not work on that trip. You go and enjoy every single thing that Plexus gives you to offer. Take pictures, smile, let us all have FOMO, but don't you dare work. No, let those people think and know, wow, she's really enjoying her vacation. She didn't respond to me about the slim for 3 days. Yeah, girl, because I'm over here soaking up all this fun. There's another 4 days out your calendar. Now you're down to what? 18, 17 days to work. What can you do in those days? That is how we've got to be smart and proactive about this. So I'm going to be smart and proactive about it. Hope you're going to be smart and proactive about it. I just got information sent to me. I'm signing up an ambassador tonight. So I'm very excited about a new level 1 that I met at my new job. So we're at your goals. Put it out there. Go ahead and make it happen. It's going to be a great month. I've never seen them give this much money away. So we must be banking in Plexus because that's a lot of money that's going to go out the doors. So I'm excited. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Holla at you later.